What is happiness? And how is it different from pleasure? In a world driven by desires, achievements, and the endless chase for fulfillment, we often mistake pleasure for happiness. But according to Ramesh Balsekar, a disciple of Nisargadatta Maharaj and a master of Advaita Vedanta, true happiness has nothing to do with fleeting pleasures. Instead, it is a deep, effortless state of contentment that arises when we surrender to the flow of life. Today, we explore Balsekar's wisdom on this profound distinction and how understanding it can transform the way we live. Pleasure is temporary. It comes from the outside world, through sensory experiences, achievements, or possessions. A new car, a delicious meal, a thrilling success. They all bring a surge of joy, but it fades quickly, leaving us craving more. Ramesh Balsekar reminds us that pleasure is tied to the ego, which constantly seeks gratification to reinforce its own importance. But the more we chase it, the more we become trapped in a cycle of dissatisfaction, always needing the next thing to feel complete. This is why the pursuit of pleasure often leads to suffering, because it is conditioned by expectations, comparisons, and desires. When the pleasure fades, we feel empty again. And so, the cycle repeats. Happiness, as Ramesh Balsekar describes it, is entirely different. Unlike pleasure, which depends on external circumstances, happiness is an internal state. It is the peace that arises when we stop resisting life and start flowing with it. It is the stillness that comes when we surrender the illusion of control and simply accept what is. Ramesh Balsekar, influenced by the teachings of Advaita Vedanta, emphasized that the ego falsely believes it is the doer. But in reality, all actions unfold according to life's natural flow, not through personal effort. When we recognize this, we stop struggling, stop chasing, and begin to experience a deep, effortless happiness. Pleasure is about seeking. Happiness is about allowing. Seeking pleasure makes us restless, always looking for the next best thing, never satisfied for long. But happiness is already here. It is found in presence, in acceptance, in stillness. The less we chase, the more we experience it. Ramesh taught that happiness is not something we achieve, it is something we uncover by seeing through the illusion of the ego. When we stop resisting life and surrender to its flow, happiness naturally arises. How can we apply this wisdom in daily life? Here are 3 simple ways. Observe your desires. The next time you crave something, a new purchase, approval, success, pause and ask, am I seeking pleasure, or is this leading to deeper happiness? Practice acceptance. Instead of resisting difficulties, observe them. See them as part of life's natural flow rather than obstacles. Stay present. Pleasure is tied to future desires, but happiness exists only in the present. The more we bring awareness to this moment, the more content we become. Happiness is not something to chase. It is something to realize. As Ramesh Balsekar beautifully put it, the thinking mind is the greatest obstacle to enlightenment, but the absence of thought is the presence of happiness. When we understand the difference between pleasure and happiness, we stop running, we stop seeking, we simply allow. And in that allowing, true peace is found. Reflect on this. Where are you chasing pleasure instead of allowing happiness? If this message resonated with you, like this video and subscribe for more reflections on timeless wisdom. What are your thoughts on happiness versus pleasure? Share in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspective. Until next time, embrace the flow of life.